Alright, greetings. Hi. So, profile picture contest. Actually, not very many people entered art, especially compared to last time, so great. And unfortunately, some of the entries weren't so hot. It got to a point where partway through I was kind of going like, is this all going to be like, granted there were a few good ones, but like at about the halfway point when people were entering stuff, I was like, is this it? Is this the stuff I'm getting? I might just have to cancel it. Seriously though, like, honestly, it was actually really only down to like one person submitting a bunch of, we'll call it subpar art. Like, seriously, you know who you are. I'm not going to show it here. I don't want to embarrass them, but yeah. Anyways, so luckily I was wrong, but let's take a look at what we've got here. So this first one is from Mateo. Pretty good. Pretty good. I look a bit depressed though, although perhaps that's just, you know, how I look, because I actually am in real life. So, very realistic. Very real to life. Okay, I'm sorry. So, yeah, it's a pretty good drawing. I'm not sure I want to give off the impression that I want to die in my profile picture. I'll have to save that until people watch videos. But, seriously, really good job, Mateo. Okay, and next we have Pichu, who did a really good job in a sort of cartoony art style. Yeah, pretty good. I think my only gripe is that my OC isn't black! Okay, I'm sorry. Overall, pretty good, though. Next, we've got someone called Spoopy Boy, who made this. It's pretty good, although I look like I have really seen some stuff. And I don't know, it's also just a bit blurry. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining it, but it looks kind of blurry. So, yeah. But it's decent nonetheless. Next, we've got Rick White, who, I'll give you an attempt was made star. Don't get me wrong, I'm not good at art, but, I mean, really, yeah, let's just move on. Next, we've got a guy on Discord, like, that's literally their Discord name. I'd say I like it. I don't really have very many gripes, except I think there's shading where it's kind of unnecessary, and lack of shading where there should be some. But I do like the style, I will fully admit. I do like the style. I also like some of the expressions that people have been giving the Yoshi hat. I haven't really mentioned that. But, yeah. Overall, pretty good. Next, we've got Overhaul, and, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. It's trash. It's garbage. Don't ever, like, please, just stop, seriously. Ruben Flores, literally captioned it with, "Here it sucks, I know." Although, frankly, I kinda like the style. It's basic, but it's decent nonetheless. So, thank you. I actually like it, I don't think it sucks. Next, we have Tomcat, who, like, his entry before was already good enough, but then you see, like, this, and it's like, wow, he has improved quite a bit. You have improved quite a bit, Tomcat. I love how my Yoshi hat is just kind of bored. I look either excited or, like, terrifying. Like, I'm the terrifying one, like, I'm going to kill someone. But overall, pretty good. I like it. I also like the background. It's very unique. Next, we've got Nuck Lay a Kid. This was just before I started getting worried. Again, I'm not saying I can draw much better, but oh boy. Oh boy, I started to get worried about here. Next, we've got D Productions, who I like it. I really do. It looks like they went for, I guess, an anime art style, which is good, except for the fact that, like, I don't know, just, it isn't, I don't know, they could have gone for a more, I don't know how to really describe it, just kind of like, they did a decent job, but they don't have the style quite down, so it just kind of doesn't fit, you know? It just doesn't look quite the way I know it could, but overall, it's a pretty good drawing. And again, I just need to say this, some of these backgrounds are very, very nice. Like, where are you guys finding these? Are you making them, or what? Next, we've got one from Mr. Malarkey. I hope I pronounced that right. It's decent. It's simple. Part of me wants to think it was a joke, but I don't know. I like it. It won't be my profile picture, I'm gonna be honest, since that's just not even remotely close to my style, but I mean, it's decent. Thank you. Next, we've got Craymations, who made rubber hose style of, oh wait, sorry, I can't say rubber hose. No one will have any idea what I'm talking about. Cuphead styled. Seriously though, I like this, except I've never been the biggest fan of the rubber hose style, but I mean, if you are to do it in a rubber hose style, this is how you're going to do it. I mean, if I were a fan of this, like, it would have won. The problem is the fact that I've just never been a huge fan of the art style. It's decent, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I prefer something more modern, you know? Next, we've got D Boo Man. And, it's interesting. I'll give you that. It's certainly a unique style. Well, somewhat. Very flat, and the background isn't overly exciting, if I'm gonna be totally honest. But hey, it's decent. It reminds me of something that slips my mind at the moment, but I mean, hey, I like it. Now we've got LGS Player. It's special, certainly. Next we have Ghost Cat. Again, I was really starting to go like, is like half of this going to be good and the other half going to be not good? Next up we have Nico M. And I like this. I really, really do. Again, a bit basic, but again, there's nothing wrong with basic. And seriously, where are you people finding and or making these backgrounds? Like, seriously, look at that. But, as for the, subject of the drawing, myself, it's pretty decent. It could use a slight bit of work, but overall, I'd say it's pretty good. Thank you. Next, we have one from Diamond Draws, and I look traumatized. But I don't know, I mean, I kind of like it. I kind of... Look at me! I have seen something. What? Did a nuke go off right before this happened? And this is the last picture before I die? What am I staring at? But overall, I like it. Next, we have one from MateBit, who surprisingly enough did not do something that was, well, 8-bit. But, it's decent. I believe the head is a bit too, like, circular. And the Yoshi hat seems to be layered incorrectly. I do like the background, though. And the drawing overall is decent, except, again, those problems I mentioned. But it's decent nonetheless. Thank you. Next, we have one from Frenzy. It's very simple, but I really do like it. Like, I just look so happy. Unlike real life. But yeah, I really like it. Really like the simplistic design. Simplistic, but not like too simplistic, you know. And it's pretty good. Thank you, Princess Katie. I hope I got that right. It's alright. Again, I think to refer back to what I said before, there's simplistic but not bad, and then there's simplistic but like, I don't know, it's just some things are off about it. The hair is quite lopsided. Like, if you look back at previous entries, you'll notice that hair isn't, you know, supposed to be even, because, well, that's not how hair works. But there's a difference between a bit uneven and just flat out lopsided. But, I mean, it's decent nonetheless. Thank you. Next we have one from Dib. I want to say this is a joke, but I'm genuinely not sure. And it's certainly something. I don't know what else to say. DJ Tails 1209. I'll let Danny DeVito take this one. Trash! Thank you, Danny. Next, we have one from Nope Rope, and oh my god, like these last couple of entries, especially, like this one, the next one, and kinda the one after. Oh man. These are like the top contenders, really. These are the ones that, and like Tomcats especially, are making it super difficult to decide who should win. And don't get me wrong, there will still be other prizes, like one will be Discord and Twitter and other stuff like that. But yeah, this is difficult. I mean, oh my god, look at that. Look at it, it's amazing. The perspective and everything, like, I feel like I even have attitude. Oh my god, it's difficult to decide. Nope Rope, you are certainly a top contender. Next, we've got our old friend Flug, who made actually two variations. One for just normal, and one for Halloween. And it's too hard to decide. Like these last few, they're so good. I have said my thoughts on Flug's artwork. Their artwork is amazing. But yeah. Oh my god. Oh, that's difficult to decide. And I mean, especially like, look at the Halloween one. Like, I've even got this cool cape and stuff, and oh, it looks so cool. Definitely for like Halloween, I will switch whichever I put Flug's profile picture on to the Halloween version. That's for sure. Or maybe even just all of October it'll be that. And then for like the rest of the year it'll be the standard one. But like, oh dear god. Oh, it's so hard to decide. Like, I'm not joking. This is literally... Alright. Next we have J-Player, who, again, I'm sorry, but, like, not as... You were kinda... You were kinda overshadowed by the previous two, but it's still decent nonetheless. Don't get me wrong. I like the, gradient background. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like marble almost. Like, I don't know, it's hard to describe what I'm talking about without, I don't know. Anyways, it's decent nonetheless. Alright, so the good news is the people who did well did really, really well. The people that did decent just kind of did decent, and there was a lot of trash in there. I'll be fully honest. yeah, so, man, this is difficult to decide. But honestly, I'm sorry, but Fluke wins again. I'm sorry. Oh my god. People are gonna want me dead for that. But I'm sorry, Fluke. Just I'm not gonna gush over Fluke's art again. It's just it's too great, you know? Second will probably be Noterope, so that will be on my Twitter. Third, I'll probably go Tomcat. I really like it. This is so difficult. Anyways, third place is Tomcat, which will go on Discord. And then fourth place will be Mateo, which will go on Instagram. You guys didn't know I had an Instagram? Well, now you know. Great. Anyways, but yeah, so, like, seriously, the people who did well did really, really well, and I am proud of you. For better and for worse, you didn't have much competition. The bad news is, though, the competition you had was really, really tough competition, I'll tell you what. So, seriously, for the people who did, like, a good job, man. For those of you who did decent, don't get discouraged. Trust me, just keep working on it. I feel like I'm in a pot kettle situation right now, since I keep telling people, hey, work at your art, don't worry, you'll get better. And then I realize, wait a sec, I can't take my own advice, because I give up 5 minutes after I started drawing, so that's great. And for the people who submitted, like, whatever this stuff is, please either improve your art or never enter a thing in a profile picture contest again. I'm seriously considering just not doing any anymore, just because of that. Like, seriously, the first profile picture competition, like, there were so many things to choose from. This one, not so much. I mean, it makes it easy for me. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Congratulations to the winners. Bye.